This is All India Radio. In Spotlight, now we bring you a special program on India's new president. This program is scripted and presented by Lucy Gabriel Chattopadhyay, AIR correspondent.
Draupadi Murmu took oath as 15th President of India at a ceremony in Parliament's Central Hall in New Delhi today. With this, she has become the first tribal, second woman and the youngest President of India. The oath-taking ceremony was attended by Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Union Ministers, Governors, Chief Ministers, Heads of Diplomatic Missions, Members of Parliament and Principal Civil and Military Officers of the Government of India. Before taking oath as President of India, Murmu paid floral tributes at the memorial of Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat. After that, she met the outgoing President Ramnath Kovind and his wife Savita Deb and extended greetings to Ms. Murmu at Rashtrapati Bhavan. They then reached the Central Hall in a ceremonial procession. She was administered oath by Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana. Murmu, incidentally, is also the first leader to be elected to the country's top job who was born after independence. President Draupadi Murmu said, "This is the beauty of Indian democracy, that a poor lady from a far-flung area has become the president."
मैं द्रौपदी मुर्मू
ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूँ कि मैं श्रद्धापूर्वक भारत के राष्ट्रपति के पद का कार्यपालन करूंगी सदा अपनी पूरी योग्यता से संविधान और विधि का परिरक्षण संरक्षण और प्रतिरक्षण करूंगी और मैं भारत की जनता की सेवा और कल्याण में निरत रहूंगी
After taking the oath, Murmu delivered her first address as President of India at the Central Hall of Parliament, in which she thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi and all the MPs and MLAs who voted for her.
भारत के सर्वोच्च संवैधानिक पद पर निर्वाचित करने के लिए मैं सभी सांसदों और सभी विधानसभा सदस्यों का हार्दिक आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। आपका मत देश के करोड़ों नागरिकों के विश्वास की अभिव्यक्ति है। मैं भारत के समस्त नागरिकों की आशा आकांक्षा और अधिकारों की प्रतीक इस पवित्र संसद से सभी देशवासियों का पूरी विनम्रता से अभिनंदन करता हूँ।
In her address, she also mentioned the Santhal Revolution, the Paikir Revolution, the Coal Revolution and the Bhil Revolution. In her address, the new President of India also reminisced the tribal contribution to the freedom struggle and named the sacrifice of Dharti Aba, Bhagwan Birsa Munda, for social upliftment and patriotism. Murmu said, "I will discharge my duties with full loyalty. For me, the democratic cultural ideals of India and all the countrymen will always be the source of my energy."
मैंने अपनी जीवन यात्रा पूर्वी भारत में ओडिशा के एक छोटे से आदिवासी गांव से शुरू की थी। मैं जिस पृष्ठभूमि से आती हूँ, वहाँ मेरे लिए प्रारंभिक शिक्षा प्राप्त करना भी एक सपने जैसा ही था, लेकिन अनेक बाधाओं के बावजूद मेरा संकल्प दृढ़ रहा और मैं कॉलेज जाने वाली अपने गांव की पहली बेटी हूँ। मैं जनजातीय समाज से हूँ और वार्ड काउंसिलर से लेकर भारत की राष्ट्रपति बनने तक का अवसर मुझे मिला है। ये लोकतंत्र की जननी भारतवर्ष की महानता है। ये हमारे लोकतंत्र की ही शक्ति है कि उसमें एक गरीब घर के पैदा होने बेटी, दूर सुदूर आदिवासी क्षेत्र में पैदा हुई बेटी भारत के सर्वोच्च संवैधानिक पद तक पहुंचा। पूज्य बापू ने हमें स्वराज, स्वदेशी, स्वच्छता और सत्याग्रह द्वारा भारत के सांस्कृतिक आदर्शों की स्थापना का मार्ग दिखाया था। नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस, नेहरू जी, सरदार पटेल, बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर, भगत सिंह, सुखदेव, राजगुरु, चंद्रशेखर आजाद जैसे अनगिनत स्वाधीनता सेनानियों ने हमें राष्ट्र की स्वाभिमान को सर्वोपरि रखने की शिक्षा दी थी। रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, रानी वेलु नाचियार, रानी गाइदिन्लु और रानी चेन्निमा जैसी अनेकों वीरांगनाओं ने राष्ट्र इच्छा और राष्ट्र निर्माण में नारी शक्ति की भूमिका को नई ऊर्जा दी है। संथाल क्रांति, पाइक क्रांति से लेकर कोल क्रांति और भील क्रांति ने स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में आदिवासी योगदान को और सशक्त किया। सामाजिक उत्थान एवं देश प्रेम के लिए धरती आबा भगवान बिरसा मुंडा जी के बलिदान से हमें प्रेरणा मिली थी।
Ms. Murmu reiterated her resolve towards upliftment of the marginalized, empowerment of women and the young for the inclusive growth of the country, saying that in the past few years, a new energy has been infused in the country due to the decisions taken and policies formulated for women's empowerment. Ms. Murmu added that she wants all sisters and daughters to be empowered more and more so that they can continue to increase their contribution in every field of nation building. Ms. Murmu highlighted the spirit of New India and the emergence of the country as a global leader. The President said, in 75 years as a parliamentary democracy, India has carried forward the resolve of progress through participation and consensus. She said, while being full of diversities, the country is engaged in making of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat by adopting many languages, religion, food habits, lifestyles and customs. She added, the Amrit Kal, which commences with the 75th year of independence, is a period of new resolutions for India. She said, in these 25 years, the path to attain the goals of Amrit Kal will proceed on two tracks, Sabka Prayas or Sabka Kartavya, Ms. Murmu said. The new development journey towards the bright future of India has to be undertaken by the collective efforts following the path of duty. She said the country has elected her when the country is celebrating the 75th year of independence.
राष्ट्रपति के रूप में देश ने एक ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण कालखंड में चुना है जो हम अपनी आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। आज से कुछ दिन बाद ही देश अपनी स्वाधीनता के 75 वर्ष पूरी करेगा। ये भी एक संयोग है कि जब देश अपनी आजादी के 50वें वर्ष का पर्व मना रहा था तभी मेरे राजनीतिक जीवन की शुरुआत हुई थी और आज आजादी के 75वें वर्ष में मुझे ये नया दायित्व मिला है।
The President greeted the nation on the eve of Kargil Divas, saying that this day is a symbol of courage of country's armed forces. She also remembered the contribution of freedom fighters and stressed the need to speed up efforts to meet expectations that India's freedom fighters had with the citizens of independent India.
26 जुलाई को कारगिल विजय दिवस भी है। ये दिन भारत की सेनाओं के शौर्य और संयम दोनों का ही प्रतीक है। मैं आज देश की सेनाओं को तथा देश के समस्त नागरिकों को कारगिल विजय दिवस की अग्रिम शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ।
Appreciating the efforts of the country during the COVID pandemic, she said, administering 200 crore vaccine doses to the people of the country is a big achievement. And now let's have a look at the journey of President Draupadi Murmu. The 64-year-old is the youngest president of the country. She is also the first president of India who is born after independence. Ms. Murmu joined politics in 1997 and was elected councillor in Rairangpur Notified Area Council of Odisha. She served twice as an MLA from Rairangpur Assembly constituency from 2000 to 2009 and once as a Minister of Commerce, Transport, Fisheries and Animal Resources Development in Odisha government. On 18th May 2015, Ms. Murmu took oath as Governor of Jharkhand and stayed in the post till 12th July last year. She was the first woman governor of the state and the first female tribal leader to serve as a governor in the Indian state. Murmu became a member of the Council of Ministers in the BJP and Biju Janata Dal coalition government in Odisha, first becoming the Minister of State with independent charge for commerce and transportation from March 2000 to August 2002, and then Minister of Fisheries and Animal Resources Development from August 2002 to May 2004. a legislator from the Rairangpur Assembly constituencies in the years 2000 and 2004. She was conferred Neelkantha Award for the Best MLA by the Odisha Assembly in 2007. In 2015, Murmu became the first woman governor of Jharkhand. She also became the first tribal leader from Odisha to be appointed as the governor of the state. During her political career, her husband, Shyamcharan Murmu, a banker, died of a heart attack in 2014. She also lost both her sons in just 4 years. Murmu devoted her life to serving society, empowering the poor, downtrodden and marginalized sections of society. She has rich administrative experience and an outstanding gubernatorial tenure in Jharkhand. Murmu has made a special identity in public life by spreading awareness about education in tribal society and serving the public for a long time as a public representative. With Draupadi Murmu occupying the highest office of the country, India has made yet another great stride towards empowerment of the socially backward section of the society that she belongs. Her irresistible rise is also an inspiration for all those aspiring to do something big in life. Draupadi Murmu's elevation to the top job has reaffirmed the idea of honoring the neglected sections of society by strengthening the bond between different communities for national unity and social harmony. From being the first girl in her village to go to college, to now being the country's first tribal president of India, Draupadi Murmu's journey comes as an inspiration for crores of people, especially women, coming from the backward sections of the society. Born in a Santali tribal family on June 30th, 1958, in Uparbera village, coming under Mayurbhanj district of Odisha. She had her education from Bhubaneswar and went on to work first as a junior assistant in the State Irrigation and Power Department from 1979 to 1983. After this short stint as a clerk, she became a teacher at Sri Aurobindo Integral Education Center at Rairangpur till 1997. Murmu took a political plunge in 1997 by joining the Bharatiya Janata Party. With Murmu becoming President of India, the all-around development of the tribal community and women is sure to take new heights. This move is not only going to give a new direction to women empowerment, but is also set to restore the rich tribal identity. With Murmu becoming the President of India, the already accelerated development of the tribal community under Prime Minister Modi is sure to receive another big boost. The President of India is the head of state in India and is also considered the first citizen of the country, acting on the advice of the Council of Ministers according to the Constitution. The primary duty of the President of India is to uphold, defend and preserve the Indian Constitution and the law. The President appoints the Chief Justice of India and other judges on the advice of the Chief Justice. The President of India is elected by the elected representatives of the Parliament and the state legislature. The Electoral College elects the President of India, and the representation of its members is proportionate. The term of the President of India is of 5 years, and no law can be implemented in India without the President's signature. After conclusion of the ceremony, the President left for Rashtrapati Bhavan, where an inter-services guard of honor was given to her in the forecourt, and courtesies were extended to the outgoing President Ram Nath Kovind.
You were listening to a special program on India's new president. This program was scripted and presented by Lucy Gabriel Chattopadhyay, AIR correspondent. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You may email your opinion about this program at airnsdtalks@gmail.com.